Putting up Christmas lights is kind of the worst. Climbing ladders, untangling wires, cold fingers, and doing it all over again to take them down. So this year, I stopped doing it. Instead, I installed permanent outdoor lights that disappear during the day and light up for any holiday. No more ladders, no more storage bins. In this video, I'll show you how I installed them, how they compare to traditional lights, and why I'm never going back. These are Lumary lights. They're permanent outdoor lights that are low profile and smart. They tuck right under the eaves of your house, so during the day they practically disappear, but at night, they can do way more than my old lights could ever dream of. I personally ordered the 150-foot kit. You can choose different lengths depending on your setup. The first 3 boxes each contain a 50-foot bundle of lights, which is actually 2 25-foot sections inside each box. Everything's neatly coiled and organized with these Velcro straps. By the way, one of the strands is set up to be the end of the run, so make sure to save that one for last. The 4th box holds all of the accessories. 3M clips to keep your wiring neat, the light control box, an optional remote, a power adapter, some extra adhesive strips, and a few sets of screws for more permanent mounting if that's what you want. I added on this extension cable, which gives me more flexibility with my layout. Before I started the install, there was one little challenge I had to solve that was totally specific to my house. These lights are designed to mount underneath horizontal surfaces so they can reflect off the vertical wall for the best effect. That's perfect for under eaves, but our carport didn't have a mounting spot. So I got creative. I simply added my own overhang using wide exterior boards. I screwed them directly to the carport, made sure everything was waterproofed, and painted them to match. Not only do I now have a place to mount the lights, it adds some nice dimension to the carport. Honestly, it felt a little flat before, and now it actually looks finished. Okay, let's get these lights installed. I started on the plug end at the beginning of the run with the control box and adapter, which I mounted up under the eaves with screws. They're waterproof, but I like having them out of sight and protected up under the eave. The lights themselves come pre-attached to these mounting clips and have a strong 3M adhesive backing and a screw hole. The clips are smart. They let you slide the light in or out from either direction, and that makes installation super easy. For the first light, I cleaned the mounting area for the best adhesion, peeled off the adhesive backing, and pressed it into place for like 5 to 6 seconds. Then I slid the light off and then drove in one of these included screws. Technically, the adhesive is strong enough on its own, but I don't want to be the person fixing a sagging light strand in 6 months, so screws it is. From here, I immediately head towards the carport. The jump between these 2 sections wasn't quite long enough to stretch out 2 full lights, so I had just a little bit of loose wire. Thankfully, Lumary includes these extra clips that let you pin down the slack and keep things tight. As someone who cannot stand messy wiring, I really appreciate these clips. Okay, now onto the carport. I attached the lights to the new overhang trim. Same install process, adhesive first, then screws, but I skipped cleaning the surface since the paint is clean and fresh from painting the day before. And speaking of speed, this whole install is relatively fast. Probably just as fast as installing traditional lights, but without the dread of the quick turnaround uninstall. It's recommended that the lights be placed 2 to 4 inches away from the wall for the best lighting effect. Since the new trim sits just about 2 inches out, I mounted the clips right at the edge. Worked great. I wanted to end this run with the light landing right on the corner, which left me with a bit of extra wire at the end. But again, these clips come in handy, and I'll come back after I'm done and clip up these loose ends. When I need to connect the next section, it's super easy. The ends simply plug together using indexed connectors and a rubber gasket for a watertight seal. Twist a lock and it's ready to go. Okay, I've made it all the way around the carport, and now I'm moving back under the main roof overhang, and I'm keeping the lights spaced about 2.5 inches from the siding for a clean, consistent look all the way across. Our house has 2 different roof elevations with a vertical soffit that runs between them, and I thought it would look great to run the lights straight up that section. For all of the lights on the house, I used a quick 2.5-inch spacer that I made out of cardboard to keep that spacing off the house consistent and easy. Once I reached the top, I needed to bring the lights back down to the front of the house, but instead of doubling up with an unnecessary second strand running back down the wall, I'm using this extension cable. It connects the same way as the lights and lets you jump from one point to the other without adding extra lights that you don't need. And bonus, the wire tucked perfectly into the seam of our siding, basically disappearing. From there, I kept the run moving across the front of the house, still keeping that 2.5-inch spacing for a clean, even install. And that's it! Barely noticeable during the day, seriously impressive at night. Alright, and now for the fun part. Let's see these lights at night. Right out of the gate, they're bright, clean, and super customizable. You can control everything through the Lumary app, or with the remote, or even voice assistant if you've got Alexa or Google. There are over 110 preset lighting scenes built in, stuff like Christmas, Halloween, 4th of July, Valentine's Day, and so many more. And beyond that, you can build your own DIY lighting modes. You can name them, you can save them, and tap back to them whenever you want. The lights are fully addressable, so you can control each section independently. That means you can light just part of your house, run different patterns in different zones, or go full Clark Griswold across the whole thing. And if you're into smart home stuff, these play nicely. But a huge bonus for me is the accent lighting. When it's not a holiday, I can set the lights to a warm glow for under-eave lighting. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. It's subtle, but it adds so much polish to the front of the house, and it's way easier and way less expensive than running electrical wires to these areas for the under-eave lighting. And even the white color isn't just white. You can adjust the temperature from 2200 Kelvin all the way to 6500 Kelvin, from warm glow to cool daylight. So it always fits the mood or the architecture or just your preference. Okay, let's now do a side-by-side comparison. These are the traditional C7 lights that I've used every year. Classic bulbs, clipped in one by one with wires everywhere. They look nice when they're on, but the colors only make sense for Christmas. And here's the Lumary system. Same house, same roofline, but way cleaner. The lights are tucked up under the eaves so you don't see anything during the day. And at night, they do a whole lot more than just blink red and white. The C7s go up and come down every year. Ladders, clips, cords, timers. With Lumary, it's just a one-time install. You put it up once and you are done. The C7s sit out in the open, wires exposed. They totally look like Christmas lights. The Lumarys, they're subtle, almost invisible during the day, and they cast a really clean wall wash effect at night. The old lights turn on and off, that's it. Maybe a smart plug if you buy one, but with Lumary, everything's controlled by the app. Colors, brightness, scenes, timers, I can even change it from my phone when I'm out of town. And the Lumary lights are energy efficient LEDs rated for about 50,000 hours. My math tells me that's a lot of years of nighttime illumination. Bottom line, if you just want some holiday sparkle once a year, traditional lights still do the job. But if you're ready to upgrade to something smarter, more flexible, and way less hassle, the permanent route is kind of a no-brainer. So which setup do you like better? The old lights or this new lighting? I can honestly say I'm not going back to hanging lights every year. If you like what you're seeing and you're ready to make this switch to permanent outdoor lighting, check out the link in the description. Huge thanks to Lumary for sponsoring this video and making a system that just makes my life a little bit easier. It's a beaut, Clark. It's a beaut.